EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Lumen Field. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. One now for the rookie out of Georgia. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Back to the ground, he'll get it again.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a fourth down.
Fielded at the 9. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. And a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 23, this is second and 3. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On play action, Milrow. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
He'll step up and run this. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 5-yard line. A big play for Seattle. And even 30 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here, he rips off a big one.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Here's Walker. He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
Viking 8, Cowboy 80. Ready.
One more time with Walker. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. That his 16th touchdown of the year. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 44-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he's gonna get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Okay, break.
Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60.
On the ground, it's Walker. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, it's Milroe. Rolling right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, Milroe. Got it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. (7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 2nd down, they need 7. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw, left side, for Tesla. He's got it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll drop to throw. They'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Detroit. A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They run it once more with Judkins. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up third and long.
Here's a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Now Milroe on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Milroe. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle. 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Great timing.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Has an opening past the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Once again, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Second and inches.
Get it. Track the lady.
Here's Milrow to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Milrow gonna hold on to this one. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jalen Milrow. Touchdown Seahawks. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's high, left side, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Give up the middle, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. So that's good enough for a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Brought in at the 10, and he's going to be taken down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his big tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Craft all 80.
run here with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
3rd and 11.
19 tight.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 68 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
He'll get this complete to Walker. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll begin here on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. He'll get a yard or two to the 8th, 2nd and goal.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll go play action with Milroe. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
On 2nd down, Walker. And he's going to get the 1st down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Play action. It's Milroe. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, Milroe. Throwing right, it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Milroe on 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Milroe going to throw it again. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Again, it's Milroe. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
6-yard line.
Come on, come on. Cougar 19. Ready.
They run with Walker. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Milroe. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he's in! Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Now the point after drop from Myers. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here is 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll get 11 there. And And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stick to the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. They'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Boye Mafe. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops to their opponents.